So this is the unicarton that the palette comes in. It is super reflective and holographic. It's very pretty, stunning packaging. Fenty Beauty always kills it with the packaging. It is beautiful. And then on the back of the unicarton, it shows you all the colors as well as the names, and again, holographic, beautiful packaging. So when you open up the box and take the palette out, this is what it looks like. And as you will be able to see in a minute, it is also holographic. It's stunning. It is cardboard packaging, but it doesn't feel cheap in the slightest. It's very nice quality. And then as you can see, when you open it up, you get 7 shades. You also get a really big mirror, which is always really nice. And inside, it is also extremely reflective and holographic. There's just holographic reflectiveness everywhere on this packaging. It is great. And then once again, when you flip the product over, it tells you all the names and the shades, which is also really nice to have on the back of the palette. So okay, enough talking, let's just get into the demo and I'll show you some live swatches after. So right off the bat, I'm taking the shade Heartburn and just patting that into my crease and blending it out. I am very pale, so dark colors like this show up extremely intense on my skin tone, and it shows up a lot darker on my skin than it looks like in the palette. And then I'm taking the middle color in the palette called Stone Cold. This is a beautiful shade, as you can tell from my reaction. I'm using my finger to pat it onto my lid because I wanted the color to show up super intense, and it definitely did. This part's pretty self-explanatory, but I'm just taking a fluffy blending brush and just kind of blending all of that, and then I'm doing the same thing to the other eye, as you can see. And then I'm taking that same color Heartburn that we used in the crease, and I'm taking that underneath my lash line just to kind of tie everything in. Just because I wanted to use a little bit more of the palette, I decided to go in with the shade called Honey Slope and bring that also under the lash line and just blend those two shades together. For an inner corner highlight, I'm just taking the shade Chills. It is the brightest and whitest color in the palette, so I thought that would be good against my skin tone. And now for some actual highlighting, what this palette is technically supposed to be used for. I'm taking the shade Scandalize, which is the lilac purpley shade. And then at some point during this whole thing, I kind of decided to mix them all together. I basically used Scandalize, Chills, and Stone Cold, mixed them all together and put them on my face as a highlight. I'm going in again with a little bit of those 3 highlighting colors all mixed together just to see how intense I could make it, and I don't know if it's really showing up on camera, but it was pretty intense. I think these highlighters are extremely pretty. They're very glittery, so if you don't like that, you're not gonna like this palette. Also, I think this palette is perfect for a holiday party. They're not so much a wearable everyday kind of highlighter shades. First we have the shade Cop and Ice, which is a pretty glittery burnt orange shade. Then we have Heartburn, which is like a red maroon with a little bit of shimmer. And then we have Sub-Zero, which is a metallic blue. And if you would like to see how to pull that off if you have pale skin, then let me know and I will do that. Next we have the shade Scandalize. It's like a very, very pale, muted lilac color, perfect for pale skin. Next we have the shade Chills, which is the whitest and brightest, very perfect for pale skin. The middle shade in the palette, and also in my opinion the coolest, is called Stone Cold. It is my favorite in the palette because it's very unique and it's something I definitely do not have at all in my collection. And then the last shade that I have left to swatch is called Honey Slope, which is a bit of a brighter orange and it's not as glittery. In my opinion, I think the swatches made them look more natural looking than they are. They're definitely extremely pigmented and a lot goes a long way with these shades. So that concludes the end of this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos. If you have any questions, definitely leave them down below and I will try to answer them as best I can. Thank you so much for watching this video and I'll see you in my next one.